It's hard for people to understand, I guess, how close the two of you are. On the other hand, had you not been that close, all of this might never have happened.
It's true. I think in the environment we grew up in, home was like a fearful, demeaning place. And for Eric and I bet it's probably not uncommon for siblings that grow up in those kind of homes to be unusually close. And because they have to be there for each other, and there's so much stress. And so it is true that this happened in part because Eric needed my help. And he blames himself for that, and I blame myself for not protecting him earlier. And we just, you know, we try to just go on.
Describe your relationship with your mother.
My relationship with Mom was very close. There was not a lot of communication, but I saw her as, I heard and saw her get beaten by my dad, and so I loved her, and she loved me. There wasn't a lot of communication, but there was a bond between us where she would try to reach out to me with a smile, and I would try to help her through it. We went through it together.
When you heard that your brother had confessed, you knew that he'd be arrested. Weren't you furious with him?
It really, I was upset that he had not come to me, but we had trouble communicating. We kind of separated because when we were together, we would be too reminded of what happened. And so he started to look to other people, and in that way it was upsetting.
What went through your minds when you heard that verdict? First-degree murder, guilty.
That I was going to spend the rest of my life in prison without any possibility of ever getting released.
Did you think of suicide?
Yes, I thought of suicide, and the reason I didn't is because of what it would do to Lyle. If Lyle took his life, I would take my life the next day.
It's important to you to stay together when you get moved to the state prison?
Very important. That is what's gotten us through these 6 years and through our life. The family that Eric and I grew up in, we had to be there for each other throughout, and it really created a bond that gets us through very rough periods.
If we're not put in the same prison, there's a good probability I will never see him again. Some things that you cannot take, and there's some things that you can endure. With everything taken away, it would be the last, it's the last thing you can take. And that would be very, very difficult to live through.